Hello, my name is Cindy, and today we are going to finish up a sweater that I made, and I'm going to put tutorials on my channel for this sweater, but today I'm just going to do the ending part because I'm finishing this up. And this is a top-down sweater that zips in the back. And I have given this to a few of my family members, and they call it a gnome sweater because once you zip it all up, this part kind of goes up in the back, and the cutie looks like a little gnome. So I just want to make this tutorial since I'm at the end of the sweater just working on the zipper, and have a screen here I can show you here. First tip I want to give you is that you need to get a needle that is very pointy and has a big eye, okay? It's hard for me to thread the needles these days, so I got one with a big eye so that I don't have to strain my eyes because sometimes I just can't even see the hole. So that is one tip. Also, you want to get matching thread. And the zipper, I got the zipper on Amazon. I got a whole package of zippers. You can get it bigger than the sweater that you are working on, and then you can cut it down. So that's what I did. I just got zippers that were all different colors, and I'm going to match them up as I make sweaters. Sometimes the zipper isn't exactly the same color as the sweater, and to me that's okay. To some people they might not like that, but these days, zippers aren't as abundant in stores as they used to be. I used to go to Walmart and there would be hundreds of zippers. You could pick whatever color you wanted, all different sizes, but there's not as much of that in stores. So I felt like I'm just going to go on Amazon, get a whole bunch of them, and then I don't have to worry about searching for them every time I make a sweater, because this is the third sweater of its kind that I've made, and I'm planning to make more. So what you're going to do is you're going to get some pins, and I have a lot of pins here, and you are going to pin this so that the opening is at the bottom, and it's going to zip down from the top. So what I did was I took my time to zip it really well. I just got the thread in there. Oh, great. So you don't want to do that because now my thread's stuck in the zipper. That wasn't very smart. But you want to do it from the top down, and you want to put your pins in very carefully. All right, so I just went very close to the zipper, and you want to make it very close. You don't want to, I didn't overlap it because I was afraid that the zipper would get caught in it. And I'm going to get my scissors. This is my little kit that I have. Some needles to hide the ends when I'm knitting, and some stitch markers, and a little tiny piece of scissors. So I'm going to cut this zipper since I got it stuck in here, and get my needle. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get a piece of thread that is going to be about as long as from your chin to your end of your arm, and then you're going to double it. And by doubling the thread, you make this extra strong. You want to really sew this carefully because this zipper is going to get a big workout. So you want to make sure that your stitches are close together, and you take your time. And that's kind of why I waited to make this video, and it's kind of not my favorite part of the whole project, but it is the ending. Okay, so you want to cut it, make your magic knot. Okay, so by making the magic knot, I will bring my ends together. I kind of give my finger a little lick, and then I turn it like this, and I have a knot at the end. That's how my mom told me how to do it. Okay, so now I am going to sew. I'm going to make sure my knot is at the bottom of the project. And I'm going to hand sew. And I'm going to make sure that I go down all the way through the zipper and back up. And I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to go backwards in the stitch and go forward again, because that makes it like it's a double stitch. So you can make it so that the stitches are seen on the, well, that you can't really see them because it's the same color, but you can go down and up through the knitted part. You just want to make sure that the knitted part is very close to the zipper, but I don't have it overlapping. And I will take my time on this process, and when it's all done, it will be very secure, because this part of the sweater is probably going to get the biggest workout. So you can do it from the top down, or you could also flip it around and do it underneath here. Just make sure that you get all layers. So I am going up, down, and then up through, and then I'm going behind that stitch, down and up through. And just take your time, make sure it's all lining up. And I don't take the pins out until I know for sure that it's not going to move around. So I just keep going down and up and down and up. And that's how I'm going to go all the way up one side and down the other. So this is the very last step of this sweater. This is a top down sweater. You start with the hood, you make the hood part, then you pick up stitches at the neck, and then you come all the way down and you leave the back open. Okay, so this pin is no longer needed, so I will put it on my pin cushion, and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to make this video as long as this would take. This is probably going to take me at least a half hour to completely finish. And I'm going to be making videos about how to make this sweater. I also will send the pattern to anyone who asks me. So I will just post a comment below and I will send you the pattern. I do not know the name of the person who made this up. I do have a friend who sent it to me, and I did look online. I did not find anyone who was claiming this style sweater. It has like a ribbed hood. Let me see if I turn the light on, if that works. Okay, it has like a ribbed hood here, and it has knitting, and then it has a purl here so that you get the rib. Every 8 rows you get this little ribbing, and then it is a zipper in the back. So the kid, you put the kid in and you zip it down the back. It's very fun to wear. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I opened it up and I pinned it carefully all the way up and down the other side. Now this zipper went up to about here, so then I sewed this little part together, just going back and forth, and it's very flat. Try to do that really carefully and make small stitches. So today I am actually at the very end. I've only got a few inches to go, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So here we go. So I'm trying to see how this camera would work here. So basically I'm going to put this up so we can see it. I am just taking a large needle and threading it, double thread, and I'm going to go in and out. I mean, you can go up, down, but I like to just go down and then bring your needle up and then pull it through, and be very careful because sometimes it gets knotted a little bit. And then go back before the stitch came out and then go down and up again. When you get close enough to be able to take the needle out, then you take the needle out like this and put it on your pin cushion, which I have right here next to me. My pin cushion, traditional tomato pin cushion. Okay, so I'm almost at the very end. Now, at the very end, you'll see that there's a little piece. I folded it over. So I'm going to sew up and down really carefully so that's really tight, because that is going to get a lot of pulling. So down, up. I'm not sure exactly what you call this stitch. Running, I don't think it's the running stitch. Back stitch maybe, because you go forward and then you kind of go back and it makes it stronger. So you're going to go behind the stitch and then come up in front of the stitch. And as you can see, it's very close, but not really hiding the zipper. I mean, normally when you're sewing, you want to hide the zipper, but I'm a little nervous to hide the zipper because I don't, when the user is sewing this up and down, I don't want, or zipping it up and down, I don't want the yarn to get stuck in the zipper, because that would be a problem. So you want to make it so that it doesn't, you know, it can last as long as possible. If the zipper breaks, then most people figure the sweater is done. Of course, I am resourceful. I would fix it. In order to put a new zipper in it, you'd have to just take out this hand stitching, which might be a little bit of a project, but not impossible and definitely worth it. So what I'm going to do is at the end, I'm going to go up and down a few times because I want this to be as secure as it can be. Like I said, you don't want the zipper to get stuck, and you want it to be very secure. Now I see a little piece. I might even, I'm going to fold that over and sew it down. So each garment is going to be a little different in one way or the other. So do whatever you have to do to make it work. Now this, I feel like this needle is getting dull from use. If that happens, get yourself another one, because this is not easy if you have a dull needle. I'm right at the end, so I should be okay. All right. Then you want to tie your knot. I'm so excited. This was a sweater that a friend of mine ordered, and this is somebody that I've known for years online, and I guess her mother used to make sweaters similar to this one. Same color, so she picked out the color and everything. And so she wants her grandchildren or child to have a sweater just like the one her mother made for her kids. So that's what we're doing. So if you would like to make one of these, stay tuned. I will be putting up a video. I'm going to start another one. I'm working on finishing a baby sweater right now, but I'm going to do another one of these. I'm going to do it in a gray color. I got another order for someone to do it. Now, what would I charge? I will charge whatever someone would pay, because I don't think you could possibly get your money out of this type of thing. Like this takes hours to make, but usually I'm like driving in the car or, you know, doing something else, watching TV or whatever. While I'm knitting, I don't just sit and exclusively knit. So I'm thinking maybe the yarn itself is about $10 to $15, and then the time will never replace. You can never pay somebody for their time to do this, but I'm thinking about $50 to $60. What do you think? So there's the front, and there's the back, and we will call this the zip down gnome sweater. So this is from my friend online who gave me this pattern, and it was a little difficult to get started, but I am perfecting it. This one is probably the best I've done, and you can see where you have to do the different stitches here, and then you pick up stitches here, and then you start down here and you add stitches for the sleeves. And then once you get to about here, you will take the sleeves off, and then you will knit this all the way down, and then you'll knit the sleeves afterwards. So there you have it, the zip down gnome sweater. Stay tuned for videos on how to make this, and if you are interested in getting started before I put the videos up, let me know in the comments and I will send you the pattern. All right, thank you so much. I will see you next time.